it is, guys. Sig 552 Commando, completely made out of Legos, or Lego I should say. It is the number 5 version, or a number on my serial count list. So it's a BRICKARMORY 005. So it's the 5th gun that I made with the serial numbers. It has a functional safety, which is ambidextrous. It has a working bolt catch, working trigger with a working hammer. The safety is functional as well. There are mag release right here. The stock is collapsible, and I'll show you that in a second. And this is the magazine for it. It says 5.56 on the bottom. Has some nice grooves in it, and an imitation bullet on top. The gun is completely field strippable. Field strips just like the real thing. So it is the first version of the Sig 552 with a spring guide in the back. So you take out the spring from the rear instead of at the gas tube. So on the newer versions of the Sig 552, the spring is around the gas tube and not in the rear, like this model does. The grip is 3 studs wide. I'll show you that in a second. And the stock is 3 studs wide, and then goes to 4 studs. Overall, the gun is 4 studs, and the handguard is about 6, and with the rails it's 7 studs wide. The gas tube in the front of the gas block system is 5 studs wide, then transitions to 4, and I use the wheel for the gas pressure settings. So if you're shooting suppressed, you could change the gas settings for suppressed shooting. There's a flash hider on the front right there that can be taken off and swapped out with a suppressor. I made a Surefire Suppressor for it, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I'll show you another version of this gun right about now. As you can see now, there's the Surefire and the EOTech XPS is on top, along with a Magnifier, which can be folded to the side like that. The trigger guard can also be moved to the side because it's a Swiss gun, and in cold weathers, if you shoot with gloves, and then you can't fit your finger through the trigger guard. So if you want to switch to the side, well, of course on camera it breaks down. Now the trigger guard is moved to the side, and you can still actuate the trigger like that. I'll show you the folding mechanism of the stock, but first I'll show you how it looks through the sides. So if you want to look through the EOTech XPS, this is how it looks like when you're behind the gun, and when you flip it to the side, you can still see through the EOTech. That's how it works. And here we have another version of the gun with some more or different optics on it. This one is featured with a ACOG with a Trijicon RMR scope on top of it, and in the front we have the PAC 15 or PEQ 15 with a Tango Down pistol grip, a foregrip I should say, Tango Down stubby foregrip right there. And here you can see the other side of the safety, so it's ambidextrous. That's about it for the attachments. I'll show you the functions of the gun and how it field strips. Okay, so here we have the gun in first person view. Has some cool sights on it. So now the bolt is locked to the rear. You can see the bolt catch is up, and when I press it down, the bolt goes forward. As you can see there, the bolt handle. That's how it works. To insert the mag, take your mag and insert it just like that. And to fold the stock, just press this button right here, press it in and fold it to the side. You can lock it in the front so it doesn't fold back, just like the real steel version. To unfold it and then put it back to place. Here you can see the detail on the stock on the pistol grip. It's 3 studs wide. The front section is built forward, so the studs go forward, and it looks pretty cool. You have a closer look on the Pack 16. When you fold the stock, you can still use the bolt, just like the real steel version. To field strip this gun, all you gotta do is remove the magazine and take the push pins out. Like that. And separate the upper from the lower. Now, there's a little brick inside. Take it out. This brick is to push the hammer down. Take the charging handle out. And the bolt with the spring guide. Here you have the lower. Now it's on safe. When I pull the trigger, the gun won't, the hammer won't drop. When I put it on fire, the hammer drops. And here we have the bolt catch. Pretty simple design, but it works pretty good. To put the gun back together, put the bolt in, align the spring guide with the gas tube, place the little brick back on the bolt, and the charging handle back on it. Put the two receivers back together. And insert the pins.